Hello friends, I am Dr. Suhas Talmale. Today we are going to discuss how to crack TIFR, that is Tata Institute of Fundamental Research exam for life science. Now, TIFR conducts this exam along with NCBS, that is National Center for Biological Science. And the exam is called JGEEBILS. This exam is mainly conducted for two courses. First is MSc, second is Integrated PhD. MSc course is a 2-year course, while Integrated PhD is 2 plus 3-year course. During this complete course, you are going to get a good scholarship. So, your complete education will be free of cost. But other than that, the TIFR and NCBS are having their centers in Bangalore, Hyderabad and Mumbai. And through TIFR score, you can even enter some good institutions in India like IISER. IISER is one of the topmost institutions in India. And these institutions always ask a good TIFR score. After qualifying the exam, you have to face an interview. The interview will be completely on the basis of the SOP which you are going to submit to TIFR after qualifying exam. SOP is the statement of purpose. You have to write a particular research proposal and you have to explain that research proposal. Many a times your research proposal might not be realistic because many a times the student write a research proposal which is practically actually not possible, but still they got selected. Why? The reason is the way of writing of your research proposal, even alternate strategies. Even if your research proposal might not work, what are the alternate strategies which you will design for that? All these things, and other than that, the experimental design in your research work, all these things will be very important part of your interview. If in the interview you will be able to answer properly and the panel get satisfied, definitely you will get a chance to enter TIFR. Now, these institutions which ask TIFR score or the TIFR and NCBS itself are the one of the topmost institution, and definitely this will be a milestone in your career. Now, let's come to the MCQ exam. In this MCQ exam, that is multiple choice questions, you will have 4 options A, B, C and D, and out of the 4 options there will be only one correct answer and rest of the 3 are wrong. This exam is conducted in 4 sections. Section A, B, C and D. Section A is a general section, Section B is a physics section, Section C is a chemistry section, and Section D is a biology section. Now, in this, all the 4 sections, question number 1 to 10 will carry 1 mark each, while 11 to 15 will carry 2 marks each. And if you will go for a negative answer, you have to face minus half of your marks will be deducted. That is, from question number 1 to 10, minus 1 by 2 marks will be deducted, and from question number 11 to 15, minus 1 mark will be deducted. Now, as this exam is completely online, no calculators are allowed, but there is a online calculator in your computer system itself, and for that, if you need to practice, you can. It's as same as any of the scientific calculator, but if you want to practice it, there are many apps of calculator. You can download any one of them and you can practice for that. Now, let's come to the exam part. In the general section, generally they go for logical reasoning, probability, biostatistic and general awareness. General awareness about science. So, on logical reasoning, always 3 to 4 questions are there. Probability, 3 to 4 questions. Biostatistics, especially standard error, standard deviation, mean, mode, median, that is the central tendencies, chi-square, and all these things are generally included. Then general awareness about science, it can be of any type. Other than that, Even if they can ask sometimes questions on general knowledge or English grammar, such questions are also seen on that. But other than that, they can ask anything in here. Other than that, section B is physics, and to prepare physics, you need to prepare from standard 8 to 12 all the basic topics of physics. In that, mechanics, resistance and capacitance, they generally have one or two questions. Inertia, gravitation, simple harmonic motion, that is simple pendulum or pendulum clock like questions are generally found. But keep in mind, any of the question from the physics part will be there, and mostly basics. If you have basics clear and if you can apply that, because all the questions are tricky, so if you can apply that, definitely you can qualify this part. Other than that, let's come to section C, which is chemistry. Standard 8 to 12, again you have to go for standard 8 to 12 complete books of chemistry, and especially again basics. Organic is the most important because 5 to 6 questions are always there on organic, and other than that, inorganic, physical and analytical will have 2 to 3 questions. Separation techniques is a very important part in as far as analytical and organic is concerned. But in organic, name the reactions, even name the structures, how the structures are named. All these things are important, and for that I will definitely suggest you the 11th 12th NCERT book. It's one of the very important book of chemistry which you must go through. Let's come to our subject, that is biology, section D. I won't suggest you to read only a particular topic, because the exam is tricky and they want to see your general awareness. Keep in mind, they can ask question from any area, right from evolution ecology to molecular biology and genetics. In genetics, pedigree analysis is a very important question, and generally 2 or 3 questions are always there from genetics. Other than that, biochemistry, macromolecules, metabolism, and microbiology, all these questions can be included in the biology section. So, hope so. I have made it very clear about the TIFR exam. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe our channel, follow our channel. Thank you.